Have you ever pondered how the numerous neurons in our brain communicate with each other? Let's take a journey into the fascinating world of these microscopic marvels. The brain, a complex organ with billions of neurons, is the epicenter of our thoughts, emotions, and actions. Each neuron, a specialized cell, has the crucial role of transmitting signals, enabling us to think, feel, and do. But how is this achieved? It's not magic, but a precise and intricate process. The signals aren't passed haphazardly. Rather, each neuron undergoes a specific change in electrical charge. It's a phenomenon aptly called neuronal depolarization. The key to this communication lies in a process known as neuronal depolarization. Understanding neuronal depolarization can seem daunting, but it's actually a series of simple steps. Let's break it down together. Firstly, we start with a change in the neuron's membrane potential. This is like the neuron's personal bubble, maintaining a balance between the negative and positive charges inside and outside the neuron. But when a signal comes along, that balance is disrupted, causing the membrane potential to change. This change is the first step in neuronal depolarization. Next, we see the opening of ion channels. Think of these as doors within the neuron. When the membrane potential changes, these doors swing open, allowing ions to pass through. This is the second step in our process. Then comes the movement of ions across the membrane. As the ion channels open up, positively charged ions rush into the neuron. This influx of positive ions causes the inside of the neuron to become less negative. Or in other words, it gets depolarized. Finally, this leads to a change in the electrical charge of the neuron, causing it to fire and send a signal. This is the neuron's way of communicating, of passing on the message it received. So, in essence, neuronal depolarization is the neuron's way of saying message received and sent on. But how does the K+ concentration of the bathing medium come into play, you may ask? Well, potassium plays a crucial role in neuronal depolarization. This mineral sets the resting membrane potential and aids in the firing of action potentials. When scientists alter the potassium concentration, they can trigger a mass depolarization of neurons. This essentially means they can stimulate large-scale neuronal communication. By manipulating the potassium concentration, scientists can essentially tune into the conversation between neurons. Neuronal depolarization, as we've seen, is a fascinating process. It's a crucial part of how neurons communicate, with each depolarization event carrying messages across the brain. The magnitude of this process is controlled by potassium, a seemingly simple element that holds great influence. By altering potassium concentration, we can effectively control the depolarization of neurons. So the next time you marvel at the complexity of the brain, remember the humble neuron and its depolarization process. They're the real stars of the show.